what's up YouTube? Let's go. It's been a little bit since I've done a regular practice stream, so let's practice the classical guitar again. Thank you so much, Ramon, for the lesson earlier today. I hope it was informative. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's go. Let's do some scales. So I'm going to try to take everybody's advice. Let's just practice more sloppy. Let's just try to practice some scales. Broadly speaking, practicing scales for 30 minutes right now. And we're just going to practice. Let's just go. Welcome everybody, welcome to my only scales. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. I moved everything around in my button, my little control panel. I moved everything. What's up, y'all? What's up, world? Who's out there? I hope you're enjoying. Thank you so much, missing the 1990s. I also missed the 1990s. No. No. That's just a little bit too far. There's a line. There's a line. Please respect, respect the boundaries. up, new Wanda? How are you? How's it going? Welcome back. How are you? Guess who's back? What's up, Siddharth? How are you? Welcome back. Hit the like button really quick. Siddharth, new Wanda, missing the 1990s. I see 3 people in the chat and I see 1 like. All right, now we got 2 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you. And we got Gee Skittles. How are you, man? Good to see you. We will continue the reaction, the double reaction video. Maybe today, maybe in this stream. But for now, I have not practiced in like 2 days. So I gotta do some practicing. Doing good. How you been? I've been good. Just back to practicing, finally. I had a rare social event last night. So did you react live or upload it? Oh, I reacted live. You didn't see that. So I did the first half. I watched the first half of the video. It was a 30-minute video, and it turned into an hour-long reaction video. My reaction to that one. So I yap way too much. I kept pausing again and again and had so many thoughts. I think it's pretty cool. I just left it public so you could watch that in full, and then I'm going to finish the second half of the video and then edit them together and upload that as a video as well. So you could wait for the horizontal, slightly more cleaned up version, or you could see the raw, true, original reaction. Reaction to what video? Oh, good question. So Ariel Guitar is a new YouTuber who's posting some really awesome technique videos about scales and arpeggios on guitar, and he challenged me to record my scales practice, and he would give me feedback and give his constructive criticism. And so yesterday I was watching his 30-minute reaction to my scales. And then I was reacting to his reaction to my scales yesterday. It's pretty fun. Check out the video in the live tab, in my live tab, if you want to see it, or you can wait until the edited, more clean upload comes up. It'll be in a nicer horizontal aspect. That's pretty wholesome. I know, right? There's somebody out there who just wants to help me get better at scales on the internet. That's awesome. Heck yeah. And he also wants to share it with you all for free, the same way that I want to share all this with you all for free. So, yeah, it's pretty wholesome. But, yeah, I mean, I do think that he's got some very good points. You know, there's parts where he's recommending something different than the approach that I've been taking, and I understand why. And I definitely agree that he's right. I need to be playing sloppier, like, as well. And is his advice mostly correct? I mean, yes and no. Like, I'm like a little... I have to take all advice with a grain of salt, right? Like, I think that he's coming from the right place. He clearly knows his stuff. And is giving good advice. But it does conflict a bit with what my teacher is currently recommending. So I have to, balance the two. And we're talking now about maybe doing a guest lesson. So we're going to do a guest masterclass on scales with Ariel on this channel soon. So if that is exciting for you all, hit the like and subscribe. Scales lesson coming up soon. Yeah, because we've all seen Chris's approach for a while. I would love to see, some new energy, like a totally different perspective. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to happen. I'm guessing sometime this week. I need to respond to his email about it, but it'll happen. It's going to happen. Yeah, super interesting stuff coming up. Totally. Good to see you, Crumble. Fellow practice logger. the thumb in the air, it's easier for me to just like go faster. I kind of do the thumb in the air, and then the fingers kind of use the thumb kind of like a crook. For better or worse. I saw him in the comment section recently. Emoji Jeffrey. Yeah, good question. Yeah, he's around. I saw him leave a comment once recently, but yeah, I haven't seen him in the chat as often. Yeah. Yeah, I think that there's a major problem of too many cooks in the kitchen with what I'm doing, and I have to balance it, because I know that what I'm practicing right now is kind of going against some of the things that Chris has been teaching me. So I don't know. How do I balance that intelligently? How do I do that intelligently? Chili's and Nick's advice might differ. Yeah, they do. Every teacher has had kind of a slightly different approach. I mean, Chris and Nick, but also Chris, Nick, and Mark. Different teachers have different approaches. I mean, yeah. Yes. It is kind of hard as a student, because it's like you get kind of pulled in different directions, and especially it just adds a lot of extra challenge, by sharing this so publicly and inviting people to give me feedback and advice. Like Chris has called it like the peanut gallery, like putting yourself up for the peanut gallery, like that lots of people can be giving different opinions. And I just think it is true that everybody is right. Like you can have multiple paths to get to the same place. There's 2 ways on the clock to get to 6 o'clock. You can either go forward in the clockwise direction or the counterclockwise. I think that there's different approaches. But it blends with what I've most recently learned from Chris as well in my recent lesson. Like, yeah, there is a method that's happening and progress that's happening with my scales. And Ariel caught me in a time that was like particularly super micro focused in like 3 notes at a time and things like that. been almost 30 minutes and we never hit rest stroke. Let's get to rest stroke for a moment at least. I think with rest stroke we can get this thing, we should be able to do like 120. Hey, thanks. Mermid Tanu, thank you. how are you? Yeah, that's just too fast. It's too fast right now, and that's okay. In a second. Okay, definitely getting faster at that. I don't know if I've been doing fives at 132 before, but it's feeling good. We are making some progress, moving the fingers faster. But we still got work to do. Welcome to my only scales. Thank you for joining my only scales. I'll write your name on my guitar for $20. Welcome to my only scales, everybody. Just joking. So cool. Memberships start at $1 a month, and you get song requests. And whenever you make those song requests, I'll write your name in my sheet music, permanently immortalized as a member, as a supporter, somebody who has helped crowdfund my education as a guitarist so that I can put on the show for you all. Thank you all for your consideration. Good to see you all. Oh, New Wanda. That reminds me, New Wanda, if you're still in the chat, I think you have a free monthly super chat if you want to use it, dude. I don't think that you've used your monthly super chat. I will play you a song request if you'd like. All right, so Myrmitanu. I can't really find any new fingerstyle music these days. It's really annoying. Do you have any suggestions? No. I don't really. Sorry, I don't. New fingerstyle music. I mean, I play classical guitar. I don't really play fingerstyle guitar. I assume you mean kind of like more steel string, kind of folk music style, fingerstyle. My suggestion is to learn classical guitar, and if you learn classical guitar and you need new music, I really like the RCM series. So go get this yellow book, or you could find this yellow book, get it one way or another. RCM 2018 edition preparatory level, and start from here. And just start working through this music. It's really pretty. It's really nice. And there are people who have recorded themselves playing all of these RCM, Royal Conservatory of Music pieces. So this is like step one. Just start working through this book. Just listen. Just play the music. I should do that today. And then this orange book will be lists of repertoire, like long lists of graded repertoire, so like easy, medium, hard kind of gradings. And you can find some music that looks like a reasonable difficulty level for you. But this is all classical guitar. That's the only thing I know. It's the only thing I care about in this life anymore. Hello, Luna. Hello, Luna. Hello. I don't know if she shows up in the background or not. Cool. So there's a little bit about finding music. Find a list of graded music. For fingerstyle, I don't know. There's probably graded lists, but that would be kind of cool as a project, like for somebody to work on a graded lists of fingerstyle, like try to play like Billy Strings or whoever. Okay, what am I going to work on next? We did some scales. Now let's do some arpeggios. I'm working on Bach 999 as my arpeggio practice right now. Let's do some at 80. Hey, hey, what's up, Jonathan Hatch? How's it going? Welcome to my stream. Welcome to my stream, Jonathan Hatch. How are you? All right, that's good enough. We did a little bit of practice on the Bach 999. Doing good. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm just a little frustrated at my scales and my technique. I know I'm making progress, but it's slow going, you know? I want it to be overnight. I want to be amazing at the guitar tomorrow. Why can't it be tomorrow? I want to be really, really, really good at the guitar tomorrow. I don't want to wait 10 years. I want to be great tomorrow. I wish it was just an overnight light switch, you know? What's up? Do you play the guitar? Are you a classical guitarist as well? Are you new to the stream? Is this your first time here? Welcome. Welcome. All right. What am I doing now? I play punk, not your first time. Cool, man. Yeah. Punk is awesome. I love punk music. I listen to a lot more punk music than I listen to classical music. And all my teachers recently have been saying, you should be playing messier. Like, don't worry about being perfectly clean all the time. I need to take more punk energy, I think, into my practice. Yeah, that's been my takeaway. I gotta play more punk. Punk classical over here. Just play it sloppy and fast. Sloppy and fast. Chris is going to flip a lid. He's going to be so mad if he ever sees that clip. Have you heard of the band Finals? I have heard of Finals. I've never listened to them, but I know I've seen that name online. Somewhere. I saw that name recently. It might have been this weird TikTok that I just watched. They probably have a TikTok. Everybody's on TikTok, right? Yeah. Are they good? What song do you recommend? Or an album? What should I listen to if I want to get into Finals? Where do I start? How do I listen to Finals? Have you ever heard of Bach? That's what I'm playing. Have you ever heard of the composer Bach? Johann Sebastian? So, I did some scales, then I did that etude, or not etude, but my scale, my arpeggio practice. Prelude in D minor by Bach. Nice. How Tall is the Sun, or Memory Claim and Social Horror? All right, so I'm going to look for How Tall is the Sun, because that's the first one that you wrote down, and typically the first one that somebody names is like their number one recommendation. So I'm gonna add that to my list. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Oh, that's a song and an album. Okay. But you said Memory Claim and Social Horror. So those are two albums, right? How Tall is the Sun and Memory Claim and Social Horror. Yeah, there's a song on the album. Totally. That happens. That happens a lot. What am I looking for next? Let's do some Regandi. I want to get these scales going. I don't have this one memorized, so I need to find my music. Where is that music? Oh, here it is. It's on my music stand. That's a very reasonable place for the music to be that I'm looking for, that I want to play. We've got 15 minutes on Organdi 5 right now. Hello, Luna. Hey, what's up, Nicholas? Good to see you. Okay, last song on How Tall is the Sun. I will check it out. I'm very excited to check this stuff out. Thank you, Dan. I'm always here for music recommendations. We all. I have a crazy fingering here. This should definitely just repeat A. What the hell was I thinking? I think all of these should be A's. Yeah, this is also. So this one is. Basically, needs them. I haven't worked on this piece very much in general. This is relatively new. And I'm changing, like months and months ago, I was working on this one a little bit for like a couple weeks. And now I'm changing a bunch of fingerings. Yeah, so I just changed a fingering that... I'm changing to repeating the A finger a bunch here. And the sheet music has a 3 marked, and I think that the 3 is the right choice. I don't know. I like to just use 4. No, I'm changing this. Sheet music has a 3. I like to use a 4. It connects it better with legato. That's cool. Your day at the zoo. Thank you, Nicholas. John works IT. John is nervous. John is angry. John, make deep breath. You're right. I need to calm down. I need to calm down right now. Kinda, but... I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah. I haven't finished the second half of it. I want to actually finish that, watch it on stream and do a reaction and everything. But I enjoyed everything so far. Did you watch my reaction stream? I know it was long. Like, it ended up being so much longer than I wanted for 15 minutes. But I think it's awesome. I think it's an awesome opportunity to be thinking out loud and responding to different ideas and talking about, practice technique or like practice strategies, right? You want to see him play Lagrima? Me too. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of music from him. I've seen like fast scale snippets, and I've seen him playing tremendously fast scale snippets. But yeah, I think that this is awesome. Like, it makes me very, very happy that this is happening. We're gonna do a live masterclass guest lesson here. He's gonna be a guest on stream, and we're gonna work on scales together sometime this week, most likely. John works at his own IT company. Go get my app, everybody. Mujo. Mujo is a practice journal as simple to use as a metronome. It is a productivity tool. It's your to-do lists. It's kind of like your calendar. You can kind of use it like a calendar. It's your notes. It's your metronome. It's just your regular metronome, but kind of supercharged in some ways. Kind of stunted in other ways. Guitar tuna, I know. Yeah, there's too many to compete with. People already have their favorites. It's pretty hard to convince people to try a new metronome app. It's like just so hard. Especially for something so niche and hardcore. It's like you're only interested in practice journaling if you're a serious musician. Say, if you're 5 years into practicing, but then by then you've already found your own favorite metronome app, and by then it's hard to switch away. So it's just like a super hard catch-22. And much more so with teachers. New England. Doesn't matter exactly where. I've gotten a lot of downloads, not that many sales after the download. Thousands? Probably less than 10,000 downloads. Somewhere probably around 100 sales. Yeah. I don't know. Less than 10,000 downloads. Maybe more. There were times when I put it up completely for free and it was like a huge viral spike. But yeah, just like a lot of people who downloaded it totally for free. I don't know. I should find. No, I'm not going to show my app right now. What's up, Ulysses? How are you? I see there's a little micro arm shift that I've been missing. Ah. So here we have M1. Yeah, I practice guitar every day, indeed. Thanks. Thanks, Nicholas. Can I call you Nick? Do you prefer Nick or Nicholas? And was it with a K or a C? Was it Nicholas with a C or Nicholas with a K? I forget. Okay, Nicholas with a K. And you prefer Nicholas. Okay, you got it, Nicholas. this for 3 minutes. Cool. We got a little clip. Can I play Bossa Nova? No, not really. Hey, Jacques. Good to see you, Jacques. What's up? Y'all, I see we got to 10 likes. Thank you for the 10 likes, everybody. I appreciate it very much. What shall I play for you all? Let's see. I want to pick one myself. I'm going to play Bach 999. And let's play the whole thing. I was practicing a little mini fragment earlier. Now let's actually play the whole song. So here is Bach 999 for you all. there's Bach 999 Prelude for you all. Thank you for listening to that. Okay, let me take a short break. And maybe we'll return and finish watching the Ariel scales video. Maybe we will. I don't know yet. Let's take a quick break. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I will be right back. Sorry, I don't know all of those composers. I know Bach, though. I do have Bach music, but I don't have any Mozart or any Tchaikovsky, anything like that. Let's do, let's give this one a listen. Here's a couple of pieces from my RCM 8 recordings. I'm very proud of these. A couple of years ago. Here's La Alborada. This is a piece that I'm relearning now that I'm trying to work on again. So hope you enjoy it. Hello, I am back. What's up, everybody? Oh my gosh. John got off stream because he goes to the kitchen to drink coffee. Then he goes to the bathroom. Then John got on stream and starts playing guitar. John will get on stream and start playing guitar. Because you're talking about the future. In the future, then John will get on stream and start playing guitar. There you go. Nicholas is practicing English. I have to explain to other people. What? Why am I correcting your English? Okay, yeah, let's keep going. Let's get this done. So, I have been recording my reaction to Ariel's reaction, which is hilarious, I think, if you ask me. Yeah, let's get this done. So I've been reacting to Ariel's reaction to my only scales practice session recently. And I'm very excited for part 2 of this. Let's keep going. I just hit the record button, and so we should be recording, and oh, I need to set up the YouTube link. Okay, what is it called? It is practice. I would quit the guitar if I had to practice like this. If I had to practice like this. Like, what an amazing name of a video. I'd quit guitar if I had to practice like this. Let's keep going with this. No, I'm gonna cook some food, man. I'm not ordering food today. Thanks, Nicholas. All right, so we've got that video up there. You all can't see it yet, but I have a new scene. This one should work. Do you see? Oh, it does not work yet. Okay, why didn't that work? That one. Okay, Sony and YouTube left. I think I know why. I want to fix this before I forget. Vertical. I have to fix this thing. It's okay. This is all going to get clipped. This is not designed to be a standalone video the way that the other live stream was. So it's okay to take a moment here and try to figure this out. Vertical desktop left YouTube plus Sony linked with... Ooh. What? This is... Okay, is that... I'm so confused now. This is not what I expected. I expected to see one of them clicked. Desktop left YouTube title plus Sony desktop left plus YouTube. Okay. So if I switch here, these buttons are working, I think. Okay. Yeah, these buttons are working. Great. Okay, cool. So we are going to continue reacting to Ariel, reacting to my scales practice session. I recorded an only scales. I've recorded 2 only scales practice sessions so far. One on the 17th, August 17th. And then, coincidentally, Ariel posted this video saying, if anybody would like me to react to their practice, post a scales video and I'll react. He posted that on the 18th, and I was like, yo, I recorded one yesterday. You could go watch that if you want to. And he commented and was like, this is the perfect material. So this is awesome. This is just such a cool gift that he's offering. So yeah, let's continue this video and see what other thoughts Ariel has.
But if it's on...
He was roasting me yesterday. same. I think he's doing that.
It doesn't matter if you make a mistake, if it sounds bad, if it's uneven, you have to go for it. See, like
C-A, that's crazy. That's what it sounds like, Nizam. It sounds like he's saying that he can get somebody on day one of learning the guitar playing at 100 BPM or something like that. I'm just like, that doesn't sound safe. That does not sound healthy. Something sounds wrong. If like, I don't know, that sounds like a recipe for tendonitis or something. If you try to get somebody to learn fast scales like that on day one. To me, the way I've been taught, there's a lot of steps in between, and you should slowly inch your way there. But let's see. I'm excited. He says that he'll be a guest on stream sometime soon, and he's going to help me break through this barrier, which would be amazing. Like, I've hit a wall, and I'm looking for any tips, anybody who wants to help me figure out how to get fast scales. I want fast scales, everybody. So, all right, let's keep going.
Put energy on it. See, you don't want to be careful. You don't want to be careful and take care of the sound from the beginning. You do that later.
But I am in the later stage, Ariel. Like, I hope it's clear to you, because he commented, he showed that I was playing the chaconne at the beginning of his video, and he's like, obviously, if you're playing the chaconne, you have been playing for years to be able to play the chaconne at all. And John is a very advanced guitarist. So like, I am at the later stage. I have been practicing scales very intuitively for a while. And now I'm at the stage where I'm like caring more about the sound and improving the tone and being much more deliberate and little micro careful fragments. But I agree with him. I probably, like, if it's a pendulum that swings, I've probably swung too far in the careful direction, and I feel I've been there for too long. Hey, Ariel is in the chat. Let's go, dude. I get almost everyone playing at 130 plus day one, relaxed and no danger. Dude, this is blowing my mind. I mean, I look forward to this, man. I would love to, dude, that is epic. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning into the stream, Ariel. Yeah, man, I mean, I believe you. Like, don't get me wrong. I do believe you. I just, I want to see it happen, because I have been stuck as, as I mentioned, like, I have been stuck on my scales for a while, dude. And if you can help me with it, dude, awesome. Yes, please. So if you could tell me what days would be good for you, I think I could, I don't know, my calendar is like relatively free. We could try to make it happen this week if you want to. I get almost everyone playing at 1:30 on day one. That's amazing. Yes, dude, let's do it. Okay, cool. Let's keep going.
Find the motion first, and then you clean it up. Then you go and you pay attention to the sound, the evenness, and all that. So you need to go for it first, because from what I see, you are playing way slower than what you can play. This is not even close to the way.
So, Ariel, if you watch the beginning of my practice session today, I was actually practicing scales faster, and I was doing like longer scale fragments and definitely practicing faster. But there's like a level of refinement that I've been working on. So I got my scales up to 88 or so a while ago, and I had developed bad technique, and then I needed to like go back, slow down, refine a bunch of things, and fix like some foundational problems. And now I'm able to start playing fast again, and I do feel that there's progress happening. But recently it has been a lot of little like micro refinement, and yeah, I don't know. Thank you.
To the level you can play.
I can definitely get faster. Like, the goal, I think soon I'm ready to break through and be able to play faster, like quite a bit faster soon. I love the micro genre on YouTube of YouTube guitarists reacting to other guitarists on TVs. Just like just like here's a TV that, or like a physical screen. I love that micro genre. You're not the only one, Ariel.
Again, that is. See, again, the other thing is.
But you could hear that it was off the click right there, right? Like da da da. Like the goal is on the click, like do do do. Just 3 notes. Can I get 3 notes at a fast tempo, faster tempo than how I do the full scale? And I could hear that. That was not with the click.
What is the purpose of repeating? When we practice, what is the purpose of repetition?
Fixing something.
Look, you want to repeat, but differently.
Yeah.
Because building the speed is not about getting stronger. It's not like going to the gym. You go to the gym, you do the same thing every day, you get stronger or faster. You're gonna improve.
Yeah.
But when we repeat the scales and all of that, you want to try different motions.
Super
You
true.
don't wanna
Super true.
spend 50 minutes using the same technique, the same motion.
I will say, like, you have to give me some credit here. It's not 50 minutes all with the same motion, because I did split that practice session between free strokes and rest strokes, and I know that it was a lot of like just short 3 or 5 note fragments, but some of them were linear, like so 3 notes in a row on the scale. Some of them were just on the string. Like I was absolutely switching up what I was doing. It was not 50 minutes straight of the same. Like I definitely was going from, and then later on in the practice session I'm starting to add in. And then and people, like, it's possible that you were talking to me, or possible that you're talking to a theoretical other person who only will do one type of repetition and practicing the same thing again for a long period of time. Like, certainly if you're not mixing up the type of practice that you're doing, you're going to be wasting your time, or even like baking in really bad habits and practicing something in the wrong way if you're not mixing up the type of practice, like the exercise, the thing that you're doing for a long period of time. So I was like, I think that this bit that you're talking about is just one part of that longer video, and I do mix up and do different, like I start adding in more left hand over time, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, let's keep.
And I'm not talking about playing scales and then playing arpeggios or strumming. No, I'm talking about doing the scales different.
Yep.
You don't want to do the scales the same way.
Completely.
So what I mean by that is, for example, I can practice the scales relaxing the last joint, collapsing it. So I can do this, for example, like this, collapsing the last joint, or I can actually use the last joint like this.
Yeah, like the wiggle thing.
So I would
right?
try, for example,
Yeah.
let me practice.
I've been practicing
collapsing
that.
it. Let me practice it using the last joint.
Mm-hmm.
Let me practice with the hand like this. Let me practice with the hand a little bit more flat. Let me practice lifting the shoulder without lifting the shoulder. changing the anchor point of the thumb, changing the thumb to here, changing it here. So
yeah, the thumb, practicing scales with a thumb in a different position is something that I'm not doing enough of, and I did do in today's scales session at the beginning of today's stream, especially for Regandi. I'm starting to work on Regandi Etude 5. And in this one, I'm finding that it really helps to practice the first little scale fragment with the thumb in the air. So, like in this, how does it go? In that little scale fragment, I used to always practice with the thumb anchoring on the 4th string. So the thumb anchoring here, and then coming back to the 5th string. But now I'm finding that this bit of musical, this musical line is going to sound so much better over time if I practice it more. Just let the thumb be in the air. So instead of like briefly anchoring it and then bringing it back, let it be in the air. And that is a type of practice that I'm not bringing into my daily diatonic major minor scales practice enough. I'm pretty much always, as Ariel is getting to, like I'm pretty much always practicing with the thumb one string apart. Here, let me flip on the other video. I'm pretty much always practicing with the thumb one string apart. Whereas I'm almost never practicing with the thumb just hanging out in the air. So that is one of these variations. It's mind-boggling how many combinations, how many variations of ways that you can practice scales are. Like when you really do the multiplication and you write down, like you could do free stroke, rest stroke, IM, MI, IA, AI, MA, AM, thumb in the air, thumb, one string apart, two strings apart, thumb on the 6th string the whole time. That's another option. I know I'm missing some. I mean, you've got like Tosto versus Ponticello. Every different diatonic key, like major, minor, melodic, natural, harmonic, minor. Like multiply all of those options together and you get thousands of ways of practicing scales. Doing tremolando versus linear, like as opposed to staccato versus legato as well. It's just amazing how many ways. The full scale versus little fragments in this practice session that we're talking about, I was so focused on tiny fragments like 3 or 5 notes in a row, or just working on string crossings. practice session. I'm, just trying to do that for demonstration purposes right now. Let's keep going. Anyways, all right, here we go.
All those repetitions, they are not to repeat the same thing so you get stronger faster and more consistent. They are to find the motions. Now, once you find the motion, that's different. So once you know, okay, I can play with this motion at 170 BPM, then okay, well, that's a good one.
Everything is frozen for a second here. My computer's unhappy with me.
Based on the practice that you're doing, it seems like you are. That's a good motion to just try BPM. Then okay, well, that's a good one. That's a good motion to just try to get consistency and then go and practice. But based on the practice that you're doing, it seems like you are.
My computer keeps freezing. All right. Shoot. Why?
Proof.
Okay, let's. Epic. Y'all, who's out there? Is everybody still. I don't know if my chat is freezing as well. I think my computer is unhappy with me right now. Yeah. I was missing I was missing a whole bunch of comments. Look at that. I didn't see anything since like 100 BPM is too slow. I was missing all of this. Y'all, this is so annoying. I gotta free up some RAM or something. What can I clear out? Okay, I was missing so many comments from you all. Okay, let me catch up. Okay. Now I can do 80 BPM, eighth notes quite comfortably, 90 somewhat well. I'm confident I'll reach 100 BPM, eighth note soon, but I've done it learning slow, but with speed bursts. Yeah, that's how my teachers have all taught me. All of my teachers so far have all insisted on slow incremental progress and speed bursts being the best option for improvement. If you can't play at 140, the motion doesn't work, and you have to find a better motion. I know many ways to play fast. Yeah. Let's figure out a time for sure, Ariel. Let's make this happen. I'm 100% all ears. I would love to work on scales together. Yeah, he's talking 16th notes. 140 16th notes is, I mean, at the conservatory where I hang out, and I know a lot of kids at this conservatory, and, the conservatory where my private teacher teaches at, 120 BPM 16th notes is the goal for senior year. Like, after 4 years of undergraduate, to be able to play 120 16th notes. So I'm just saying that there's a mismatch here. Something feels off when their professional line for a senior graduating is 120, and you're saying you got people playing 120 on day one. That's pretty impressive. I mean, 140 BPM 16th notes is impressive, I think, for anybody. So I'm just like, I'm amazing. Most people can do 170 plus. I don't know about that, man. I mean, I think we are only talking apoyando, right? Or are we talking free stroke? Because my challenge has been free stroke, and 2/3 of my time right now I'm trying to put toward free stroke, not rest stroke, because free stroke is where my biggest challenges have been. What I mean by the same motion is that there are many ways of doing rest strokes and free strokes, many different motions. That jump doesn't work, and there's no reason to ever have to use it. Okay, I think that was something I was playing. Resting thumb and moving it along is also what I do for free strokes. Yeah. This is like a quick matrix download. I don't know what that means. 1/28 notes is quite adequate for a lot of repertoire. I focus on legato and musicality at the moment. Me too. I mean, I have been focusing on tone and musicality for a long time, and most repertoire, I don't know, you can play a lot of repertoire with 80 16th notes. I mean, I would say you want a little bit more than, because 1/28 notes is 60 16th notes, but you can play tons of repertoire with that. I agree with you, Nizam, that is good enough for tons of really good music, but there's a lot more that benefits at 80 16th notes, or I think 100 16th notes, and you've got a ton of music. That's what I'm shooting for at the moment. I want to get to 100 16th notes, and I'm having trouble getting there. So I'm looking for feedback, and anybody who wants to help me get to 120 or 100. First 100, but 120 is like the goal for me. And yeah, I mean, if I can go to 200, if Ariel can get me straight to 200, like, let's go. Let's make it happen. That sounds awesome. I'm skeptical. Like, I'm a little skeptical. Okay. Oh my God, what? This is amazing. You can play 120 16th notes with one finger. With one finger. Dude, I believe you. I believe you, but I want to see it. Can you post a video of yourself playing 120 16th notes with one finger? Like, that's amazing. I want to see that. I would love to have that. If you can help me get there, that is unbelievable. With your pinky. Yeah, dude, that's I love it. Like, I believe you. My teacher Chris has been teaching me to practice. Earlier it was the middle finger, especially. Working middle finger only and practicing scales with one finger is a very good tip. That is a very good tip for sure. And right now, in my scales lesson with him a couple days ago, he was like, awesome, you made tons of progress since our last one. Your main challenge right now is follow through of the index finger. Not following through enough with the index finger, that the middle finger follows through more and your index finger is tending to straighten more. Dude, you're gonna do pinky 16th notes. Pinky only. That's amazing. Yeah, dude. Heck yeah. It's nice to meet you, Ariel. It's great to have your energy in YouTube. I love it. We need more YouTube guitarists like you. That's freaking awesome, dude. I believe you. I would love to learn your ways. Let's make this happen.
It seems like you are hoping to improve, but you are repeating the same technique.
Not true.
By repeating the same motion, you're not gonna improve.
Yeah.
So you have to do it multiple times, but try differently. You don't want to try it the same way. That's what I see.
I will agree that at times I will just zone in and do one style for too long. I will agree on that. And sometimes it's just fun and I feel like I get in a groove of it. Maybe I should be switching the practice method more frequently, more often. But this one, it was really kind of a follow-up to a streamed lesson that I did with my teacher, Chris. And his suggestion in that streamed lesson, which I could find the day, but it doesn't really matter. But it was like, practice more with a sock in... I mean, he suggested a mouse pad, but I don't have a mouse pad. Like, practice with tension in the strings. Ooh, that's a lot. Practice with tension on the strings. and just focus on one string at a time for now. For right now, don't worry about string crossings. We're just going to get your fingers moving that fast. Get your fingers moving faster at a faster tempo. If you can't do 5 cleanly in a row, do 3. And then once you get 3 cleanly in a row, or after you practice with some extra tension in the strings like that, or just your hand here and practicing with your hand, that's actually what we did in the lesson. Then practice without that, and it should be way easier, and it is. Like, that feels so much easier to do. So maybe if I can do 3 in a row with extra tension, it's like you take off your like army boots or whatever, and now suddenly you can run faster. I can do 5 at that same tempo, at that same speed. Or not. I'm super, God, right now I'm like nervous or something. But anyways, you do that for a bit, and then you start incorporating in like left hand. So yeah, this scales practice session was very zoned in on just like 5 notes at a time, but other times I am practicing. And I did do some variations even in this session. I guarantee it.
So now let's keep listening to this. Again, too short. Too short. 3 notes. I will go a lot more notes, and try different fingers, try different combinations, but try more. Like, I guarantee, John, if you try what I've been recommending on the videos, which is just go for it. Just don't be afraid don't be careful, don't be afraid of if it sounds good, bad, or it doesn't matter. It's completely irrelevant. Go for it. Try as fast as you can. Let your subconscious mind engage.
Yeah.
And find.
I need that.
So
I
that
need more.
Subconscious can find the motion that works, that feels powerful.
I completely agree. I need more messy, uncontrolled practice. I'm pretty much always practicing slow and fully controlled, or at least at some level of medium control, I'd say. I mean, I wouldn't call that practice slow at all, but it was like very careful and measuring. It's kind of like when you're like doing scientific measurements or something, like scientifically measuring, can I land on the click? Like when you practice without that extra processing power and you're just going for it and just practicing without that extra level of measurement, I'm not doing that type of practice very much at all right now. And that's my intuition. That's what I understood to be the right way to get better. That you should only be doing the very fast, uncontrolled, don't just go for it type of practice, like 10% or less of your time. But you're not the only one. Like Tigran recently and Chris have both been like do more just like go for it type of practice, especially in Tango and Sky, in that one. So yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you.
That feels fluid and relaxed. If you don't go for it, there's no way you can find that. Okay, so
Super
I
true.
guarantee you,
Thank you.
if you try that in a matter of a single day, you're gonna play a lot better. It's just, and this is something that I see in general with many classical guitarists, because classical guitar is about perfect sound. See,
Yeah.
but you don't see that with people playing, for example, folkloric music or flamenco or this Brazilian.
I'm learning
guitar
classical.
players.
Yeah.
And that's why, in general, those. I'm not gonna say in general because classical guitars are virtuosos, but you see what I'm saying. Like when you see a Brazilian folkloric guitarist, they are usually moving their hands a lot and they're very fast. Now the sound might not be that perfect sound that classical guitarists are looking for, but you can after you find the dexterity, then you can search the sound, because the quality on the sound is about the nails, it's about the angle of the attack.
I mean, it's the motion of the fingers.
But you need to first find the motion that works. You cannot start by find the perfect sound, because you can find the perfect sound with a motion that is just completely unusable. You can be doing this and it sounds perfect. See, but that's just not gonna work. See, so in general, for all.
I mean, I will say, Ariel, like if you want to do a guest masterclass on stream, I would love that. But I'm not going to be changing my fundamental way, like the fundamental motion. I will hear out and try what you offer for sure, but just recognize that I am working with a teacher, with a very good professor, somebody equal to Renee, and I've done a lot of work with teachers working on finding the right motion, and we can talk about how mine differs from what you're suggesting might be better. I will do a masterclass with anybody, like a one-off thing, but if your advice conflicts with my teacher's, I'm probably going to be biased toward following my teacher's advice. But that's how it works, right? In music, you've done many masterclasses, I'm sure, with a teacher, and then later Renee was like, "No, don't listen to that. That was the wrong thing." Music, it's not just subjective, but there's different approaches. There's different techniques. I don't think that there's an objectively true thing in some. I don't know. I don't know. I'm all ears. I would love to see what your thoughts are on how to improve. But I just know that I am looking for classical tone and playing classical guitar. My goal is the chaconne. My goal is the chaconne, that video that you played at the beginning. That was me hacking my way through the chaconne, because I took that scales section, however it goes, whatever it is, I don't even remember it anymore, but I converted all of that scale section into right-hand arpeggios. I'm not in the right tuning, but it was all cross-string arpeggios, and so it was kind of a hack. I didn't have the scale alternation, finger alternation at tempo to be able to play that part fast. But I want to be able to play that piece properly, with scales at 120. But I do want to be playing with classical tone. So I hear what you're saying on if you don't stress out about the tone as much, then you'll be able to play faster. And flamenco and more folkloric guitar, you'll hear that they don't have perfect classical tone, but they're playing faster. I do want the ability to do that also, for sure, but the goal is to be playing with good tone at 120. That is certainly my goal. And if learning this other way helps me get there, I'm hell yeah, let's do it. I wouldn't do it then. You have to change to improve. I can show you 150 with perfect tone. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna switch teachers. So, I mean, if that's your goal of this masterclass, like, I'm not gonna switch teachers. I've been working with this teacher for like, whatever, 2 or 3 years now. But I'm willing to try out changing, like, try out your changes for that one day, but I'm not going to permanently change or do something that goes against what my teacher says. That's how classical music works, right? All right, well, I'm still interested if you are, but either way, let's keep going.
Classical guitarists out there, just try to break that carefulness, that
Yeah,
fear
I need
of
to.
sounding bad
Yeah,
to yourself.
yeah,
It doesn't matter. Just go for it. Be
Yeah.
loud. Be loud. Be reckless.
I
like
love
a
it.
kid.
I
It
love
doesn't
this
matter.
advice very
Just
much.
try to let the muscles move. Let
Yeah.
the subconscious engage to find the motions that work. So that would be my recommendation. So let's see if he tries something different. And again, it doesn't bother him the click, but I strongly recommend you try something different.
I love it. Yeah.
Okay, let's see now what he's trying. See, again, the problem is he is being careful. He's playing. He's like. That is being careful. You don't want to be careful.
Well,
You
so
don't-
I mean, this is so interesting because I mean it's a speed burst, right? Like I did it at the full 100% tempo. I felt something was wrong, so you do it a couple of reps. And what I'm watching for is the preparation, really specifically. The finger preparing. Like on that one, why did my eye finger release not fully, right? But when I'm doing like a slow take like that, like 50%, I'm doing half tempo deliberately a couple of times to go back to the full tempo. There, the middle finger didn't release completely, and there was a swallowed middle finger that didn't land. I mean, I think that you might be completely right. Now I understand what you're saying. Yeah, you weren't trying to say that that you want to become my teacher, but you want to show me something that's going to work better, and that that you think that I'll keep it afterward. Probably, like I'll talk about it with my teacher and show and be like, hey, I think that this is working better for me, and he'll if it is working for me, I'm sure that he'll agree. And I think that we should absolutely be open to that, like open to hearing a different approach, trying it, see if it works, and if it works, stick with it. But yeah, awesome. Thank you again. Just many times. Oh my gosh, the screen got all messed up. All right, let's keep going.
Doesn't matter, let it go. That's what you're looking for. You see what you did there? You see what you did there? That's exactly what you want to do, but you want to do that here. You want to do this here. Not in the air.
I love it.
See, this is what happens to classical guitarists. You want to find the skill outside the guitar. Like, for example, practicing strumming like this outside the guitar. And you want to practice that a lot, and you want to do this, everywhere. So when you get to play the guitar, you already have the practice, so you don't have to suffer sounding bad. You want to have every contact you have with the guitar, you want that to be good sound, no mistakes. And you have to understand that what you're doing here and here, that's what you have to do in the guitar. What you did in the air was to move your fingers, because when you're actually playing the guitar, you're not moving your fingers. You're being careful. So you want to move your fingers outside playing the guitar so it doesn't hurt you listening to something that sounds bad.
That's fair.
Don't care about that, man.
I do need this
thing
advice
you did
right
outside
now.
the guitar, do it on the string.
I need this. I do need this.
Sounds bad,
I
it
really
doesn't
appreciate
matter.
this.
It's completely irrelevant.
More noise,
If
more
you do
messiness.
That, you're just gonna improve
Hell
your
yeah.
whole playing. It's just gonna be next level in one day. It's like
Let's do
Ariel
it.
that I see. It's not. It's like I've seen it so many times on for classical guitarists. Let's see what else we got. See again. See, now let me ask you why. This is the perfect example. Go for it. This thing you did in the air was, okay, let me make sure
It's intentional.
my
yeah.
fingers can't move, and now I'm gonna try it. So I make sure I don't make the mistake. Go for it and make the mistake. What you did in the air, just go for it. So then you do it faster in the air, and then when you actually play, you're gonna be more careful. No, don't be careful, and just try. You're not trying. That's my main advice. You're not trying. I guarantee you can play a lot faster than that. A lot faster. A lot more notes than that.
But then it like delays.
And now I see. And now I see he's playing free strokes. So free strokes, and he's crossing the fingers too. So he's practicing crossing the fingers like this, like this. So if you want to practice crossing the fingers, do this. Practice going like this, and then like this, and then try to do the scale. But it's just too short, just 3 notes and crossing. That is almost impossible to get right. It's just so
Why?
What you're trying right there is impossible.
Why?
It's like it doesn't work. It's like practicing a fingering on a piece. That's not gonna work. That's the problem I see with that. And now what I recommend for people who want to play with free strokes, or you just want to improve your free strokes when you're playing a piece, you're not gonna do rest strokes all the time. I recommend you to practice a combination that includes the thumb, because free strokes are not a balance. They are not a balance movement, because you need the thumb when you're doing free strokes. You need the thumb to compensate the hand. If you only go from here, from the fingers, the hand is unbalanced. Now, if you have the thumb resting on the strings, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
That helps. But I would recommend you to find the combination that works with the fingers and the thumb. For example, I'm going to show you a combination that works very well. And also, don't practice things that don't work. For example, this finger, it doesn't work. Look, What? That fingering doesn't work. You never want to use that fingering on a piece. So don't practice.
I mean, that's the Segovia. Like, I'm literally just practicing the Segovia C major scale, right? Like, I mean, I guess I've heard that there are alternatives that you can try, and in the past I have used shifting on the second string instead. But I mean, what do you prefer? Do you play something different? Segovia couldn't play fast, and that fingering is completely wrong. I mean, maybe that is super valid. Like, maybe I should just change that fingering, and it's not worth trying to get that part fast. I mean, that's cool. You say Segovia couldn't play fast, and that fingering is completely wrong. I love it. I mean, I am skeptical about third string. Is it really worth it? Like, especially now that I'm practicing at faster tempo, and I'm trying to nail that shift at 100 or more. I know that it's only 3 notes, but like with 3 notes, that is enough for you to focus on just that shift, right? Like I don't need more notes in the right hand to be able to practice that shift in like a tiny little fragment. Or I could do. Cool. Okay, you showed how to do all scales. Cool. Well, C major, 2-octave C major, which string do you use to shift on? Because I think it's pretty much either the first string or the second string, right? I like 2-4-2-4 here, but I've also learned 1-3-2-4 is another option. I like 1-3-2-4. Right now I'm just trying to stay strict because I love history and I love like tradition. People say learn the Segovia scales, learn that shift on the third string. No shifts necessary, just start 4 on the 6th string. Well, okay, yeah, but there are times that you need to, yeah, you absolutely, you can practice the scale on the 6th, from the 6th string. True. But there are plenty of times in music where you need a fast shift, right? So I think it makes sense to practice these scales starting from the 5th string as well. Like in the RCM system that I'm working through, they do have you do these 2-octave scales starting from the 5th string. They force you to do it, to learn it, to practice the shift, because you have to shift fast at times, right? Like I do think I should be able to shift at 120 BPM. Now, if I'm practicing and trying to push beyond 120, like hell yeah, like just don't do any shifts. I would just be practicing G major. Damn. But if I need to do a 3-octave G major, I'm going to have to do shifts, right? Most of those books were written by people who can't play fast or well at all. Damn! Shots fired. Shots fired by Ariel here. Yo, I mean, I'm just saying, these are strong opinions, man. Like, unqualified, strong opinions, and I love it. Like hot takes. Like let's get some hot takes on classical guitar pedagogy here, because like the Segovia scales are like the standard scales, right? Like everybody, that's what people use. That's the standard. Um, but like, can you play 200 BPM a 3 octave G major at 200 BPM? Like, when you say that you can play scales at 200, are you only talking about in one position, like a 1 octave scale in one position? Because, yeah, like you almost never need a 3 octave scale with shifts at, like a full up and down 3 octave scale. It doesn't come up very often in music. Um, but you do need them sometimes, right? And I I don't know. I like these books a lot personally. I think that they are written by pretty smart people, personally speaking. Um, this is how we progress. Yeah, like this is how we progress, and it's by talking about differing viewpoints and allowing and hearing out a differing viewpoint and hearing what works for somebody else, which is different. Some of the best innovations come from unqualified people. Yeah, yeah. I mean, completely. Like, I don't. I don't. I think I'm misunderstanding because I don't think that you're saying Ariel is unqualified. Ariel is super qualified. Like clearly, he studied with Renee and like. But yeah, yeah. I don't know. I like it. Yeah, there's nothing is sacred. Nothing is sacred. Like Segovia's fingerings for the chaconne can be changed. It is allowed. Nobody's going to take you to jail if you change his fingerings for the chaconne. Ask me how I know. I'm not in jail. Nobody has arrested me for that. And I don't think anything is fixed in stone. Like 100 years ago, Segovia and others might have thought that shifting on the third string is the only way to practice C major. But no, like there are other ways. You can use the second string instead. You can do 2-4, or you can do 1-3, 2-4. Or you could just always shift to a different position and always do. Always do like the fixed position scales. Yeah, like I know I need to be practicing shifts, like fast shifts for the music I want to learn. And so I choose to use a 2 octave C major so that I include some shifting practice. And I know that this is a fairly difficult shift. It's a minor third, right? Whereas this is, well, I guess this is also a minor third, but there's something that just feels easier about 2-4, 2-4. This one is nice if you do like a little squeeze shift, 1-3-4-1. You do a squeeze shift here, and then it's only a major second. 1-3-2, 1-3-2-4. It's a much shorter shift. I think that this would be the best one if for whatever reason you're in third position and you need to play a 2 octave C major. Like, I think that that's a nice one because it's a much shorter shift. And so right now, coming back to what Ariel's feedback was, which is very valid, right now that shift is not working for me. That shift is not working for me, so I should consider maybe I should do a different shift. Maybe I should choose a different C major to practice, or maybe today's not the day to be practicing shifting. Today's the day that I'm trying to practice my right hand, so maybe I should just do G major in 2 octaves here. So then there's no left arm shifting, left like position change. it's just that there's so many choices and so many ways to practice scales and so many decisions that are going on in somebody who's practicing. There's so many little micro decisions and like what you're focusing on and thinking about practicing. Like in this moment, I changed my yeah, I'm an engineer myself. That's cool. That totally makes sense to me that you're an engineer as well. Yeah, awesome, man. I'm a software engineer. Uh, so yeah, dude, and like there's like it like I get nerd sniped. That's one term that you might know from like XKCD, right? Like I get nerd sniped thinking about all the combinations that are possible, and sometimes you need to just zone in and focus on solving one problem in one practice session. And for most of this practice session, I was really practicing the right hand, and that has been my focus. It's been can I move these fingers faster with the metronome on the click, and then at this point I started mixing in and I started noticing like, oh, this shift is pretty squishy. Let's work on this shift of the left arm. I should have in that moment just been like, forget it. Why am I doing this? Instead, let's just do G major. And then we can just stay focused here on the right hand only. That's like a really great piece of feedback. Like that shift is not working for you. And when I sat down to practice, that wasn't even my goal anyways, right? My goal was to be practicing the right hand. So I should have noticed in that moment, like, oh, this shift isn't working. Let's just focus on the right hand. And yeah. But I want to defend myself a little bit in that here is a variation that happened, and I'm not explaining it out loud because I'm just trying to film a true, real practice session where I'm not explaining to chat what I'm doing. Yeah, that shift doesn't work, period. It's not you. Okay, yeah, maybe I think that's very valid. Like, maybe it's a bad idea to try to learn that Segovia shift. Like, maybe it's just the wrong shift to use. Yeah, like the RCM book, I don't think it's ever instructed that you should use that one. This book, I believe, has always recommended the second string. And it's me because I like history and I like the... I mean, there have been third string shifts. There have been similar ones, but for C major, I think it's always recommended the second string. And I just wanted to learn the standard Segovia style because I know that that's the standard, sort of. But maybe I really should be shifting. Maybe I should be changing this. Yeah. Very, very valid feedback. Thank you so much. Let's keep going. This is going to take forever.
Any fingering that doesn't work. Now let me show you a combination of fingers with the right hand that works to play fast scales. Now I cannot do this very well right now because I broke my thumb and it's very short. But here's the technique. You can do thumb, index, ring finger, thumb, index, ring, thumb, index, ring. Thumb, index, ring.
Okay. Now we're talking three finger scales, and yes, I have done some 3-finger scales. My first take through with the Chaconne, I did a lot of PIMs and PMIs, and I was doing 3-finger, including the thumb. But then there are downsides to it, I think, and it takes a lot of development to develop 3-finger scales that still sound even. I had a bad problem about it galloping, like getting like some galloping when the music is, in groups of 4. Like mine, like the accent was shifting around incorrectly. But right now my goal is like 2-finger scales, like this is a different solution, and it's something I've wanted to develop as a technique, but I haven't gotten there yet. Like I don't know, because I know it would take a lot of time to develop three finger scales. Like I know that that's a whole thing. I have Matt Palmer's book back there. I know that that's. I think his is AMI. I think his book is all AMI for three finger fast virtuosic scales.
Finger, thumb, index, ring finger, thumb, middle for the two notes. So we have on the scale here, we have 3 notes, then we have 2, then we have 3 on the rest of them. So there's always gonna be one string, either the second string or the third string, that's gonna have 2 notes. Okay, so on that you're gonna use thumb and middle finger. For the rest, you're gonna do thumb, index, ring, thumb, index, ring, thumb, middle, thumb, index, ring, thumb, index, ring, thumb, index, ring finger.
Yeah.
Okay? That's gonna work very fast.
Sure, but that is a different technique. I mean, that's adding in the thumb, and that's not the the purpose of my scales practice right now is not can I play the scale as fast as possible, because if that is the goal, yeah, then you can start adding in other note or other fingers and adding in the thumb and doing other combinations. My goal is to be able to play alternating with 2 fingers, only 2 fingers, I and M or I and A or M and A, AM, rest stroke, free stroke, etc., or even PI. I've done PI in the past, and to be able to play the scale with just 2 fingers only, like that has been and it's for technical development, for technical purposes, right? Like to be able to play with 2 fingers only. I mean, maybe your claim is that is not a worthy pursuit, that in music you can always use other fingers. Is that your claim? Or like, because I mean, this looks great, like adding in the thumb. And so what is it exactly that you're saying? Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, then what you're doing is you're making the string crossings easier. I see what you're doing, yeah. Yeah, like if you practice that a lot, that would really facilitate the string crossings. Here's the gotcha. I see where the gotcha is now. Like if you're talking about just playing as fast as possible, then you can do something like this to speed up the string crossings. But I don't know. The technical goal right now is for me to be able to do the string crossings at a faster tempo, not blazingly superhuman fast like 200. Like I don't think you could do the standard 2 finger scales at 200, but you might be able to with other fingers. Yeah, that makes more sense to me. Totally. You need to know what fast feels like. The goal is to play fast first, whatever it takes, then focus on the quality of sound and control. I mean, I like that. That's a pretty cool take. I like that. I'm gonna pin all these awesome takes. I really appreciate that. Yeah, like I don't know what it feels like to play fast with. I mean, I do with arpeggios, playing fast by using arpeggios, but I think that's an interesting point. I mean, if I learn how to play the scale fast with an alternate right-hand fingering, then my left hand can get used to playing that scale at that speed, and my ear can get used to it, and then I can start adding in playing it with just 2 fingers. Interesting.
Okay, and I have to practice with this, but I'm gonna show one day
Yeah.
200 BPM or beyond.
I love this arpeggio way of playing scales. Totally, yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah. That's what I wanted to do with the chaconne. That's what I was trying to learn, like learn some like arpeggio ways of doing the scales in the chaconne, and then I was recommended to shift back to just two fingers, and yeah.
With this because it works very fast. And now you want to do this using the wrist motion too. So let me show you. Let me move here. Again, I cannot do this well now because I don't have a nail in the thumb, but this is the motion. Thumb, index, ring finger, and we're gonna move the wrist. So we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
I recommend you practice this.
Right.
Again, I cannot do it because I have no nail, but it's like this, look.
So we're doing G major, right? Are you doing two strings or one string? It's a little bit hard to see your hand in this spot because of just the angle, like your left hand.
You practice this. Again, I cannot do it because
I see you're using the fourth finger, so you're here. Okay, and you're just on one string, right? So, and you're doing P A I, right? P A I P. Yeah, I mean, but yeah. P A I P A I P A I. I want to make sure I am practicing the right thing. Oh, yeah, moving the wrist. I forgot. Okay. Oh, like don't move the fingers at all.
I recommend you practice this. Again, I cannot do it because I have no nail, but it's like this, look.
You are moving the fingers a little, though. I mean...
So when you get here, you're gonna do thumb, index, middle, ring, then thumb again. So it's...
Okay, I'm gonna have to practice that for a bit.
Motion.
I see.
Again, I cannot do this well now because I don't have a nail in the thumb, but this is the motion. Thumb, index, ring finger, and we're gonna move the wrist. So we're gonna do this.
And the wrist is rotating, right? Yeah, the wrist should be
practice this.
Rotating like this, not
Again, I cannot do it because I have no nail, but it's like this, look. So when you get here, you're gonna do thumb, index, middle, ring, then thumb again. So it's...
Okay. So wrist rotates to use the thumb. Wrist rotates to use A. I don't... Oh, okay. So it's probably rotate, 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 rotate. Or something. Is that... Are you doing any reverse planting? I'm not sure. I see, you're doing a different scale, aren't you? Is that what you're doing? I just don't know the exact right fingers to be using anywhere at all. Like, I'm just trying to figure out which fingers go on which notes. Like, here it is thumb again, right? So, do you use... I guess I'll just watch the video.
Middle thumb. Here you're gonna do... Again, I cannot do it because I have no nail, but it's like this, look. So when you get here, you're gonna do thumb, index, middle, ring, then thumb again. So it's middle, thumb, and then again the same thing. So now this practice first, find the motion here. So find the motion. After you find the motion, go for it. And after you find that coordination, then you can go slowly like this. And slow, low volume, low intensity, and as you get faster, increase the intensity. Again, I can do that super fast, but I cannot do anything now. I have the thumb, I broke it.
Yeah.
And it's just too short, so I can only do up by 100 scales now. So let me know your thoughts and opinions, and if you have any questions, and send me your videos so I can do something like this, maybe like once a week.
Dude, Ariel, thank you so freaking much, man. This is amazing. This is such a cool way to use YouTube, I think. Like, thank you, dude. You're the first person who's... I've gotten like feedback videos from a couple of people before, but they're always fairly short. This is by far like the most in-depth kind of review of my playing and my practice sessions. I learned so much from this, and like, dude, I really look forward to learning more ways to play fast and just play fast and get more in the mode of just actually playing fast, not being so careful all the time. So if you go and watch my lesson with my teacher, the most recent one, Lessons with Christopher Ladd, lesson 23 or 24, and we recorded one on scales, he was saying a lot of the same stuff that you are. He's like, you're going really slow, you're always slow, play fast. Let's put it at 100, let's put it at 120, try it. You can play that fast. Your fingers can move that fast. Don't worry so much about like not playing clean. Like, it's okay to make mistakes or to bump into other strings. Get used to playing faster, like, and don't worry too much about like the cleanliness of sound. That'll fix itself over time. So yeah, it's definitely a theme that's coming up, and you're like the third person in a couple of weeks to be saying the same thing. So I really do appreciate it very, very much. Honestly, feedback is a gift, everybody. It's something I always say here. Feedback is a gift. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you, dude. I would love to do the one-off masterclass lesson sometime. I would love to learn these other ways of playing the scales. But I know that I need to be practicing that in addition to the standard way. Because especially like doing PAI, that is avoiding the real problem that I'm having, that I've been tackling, has been my middle finger and doing like this curl in the middle finger. And so I think if I'm not using the middle finger at all in the scale, that kind of subverts that problem, and I need to be able to play with the middle finger without it curling. And so, but I love the idea actually very much of working in, like, I bet I can play these scales way faster using other finger combinations and get used to playing that fast and hearing it that fast at all with a different finger combination. Doing three notes, three fingers on the three, like if a string has three, I mean, that completely makes sense. And then I can get used to hearing it that fast and the left hand moving that fast. And then start working as well with the MI or two finger scales and bring those up after like getting used to playing fast. I like this idea a lot, and I think that it really might help a ton. So I really look forward to trying this a whole bunch. My fingers won't allow this fast. How do I control them or striking other strings? Yeah, I don't know. It's not clear to me. I know. It was a little unclear to me because in the video I did see especially your index finger was bending, like it was moving. You could see your index finger especially, but I couldn't tell your ring finger. It's possible that what you were doing was rotate to play with the thumb, rotate to play with the ring finger, and then play with the index finger. Rotate, rotate, play, rotate, rotate, play. That would make sense to me. That might be, is that what you're doing? Like you're not moving the ring finger or the thumb very much, right? You're using the wrist to play those two and then playing with the index. Is that what's going on? Because I think that would make sense, and that makes me think like I've heard that like learning Rasciatos can help a ton for practicing scales. Can I do that? If it's just three fingers, PAI on one string. Like I can hear the accent is shifting around, right? Like accent. Like it's not as consistent of a tone, and that's okay. I know that that's okay. We should be accepting that the tone is not going to be consistent. That's okay. So let's turn off that part of the brain for sure, for sure. Doing that, like I'm at danger of like building up tension in the middle finger. If I'm doing it too fast, I'm doing it by like adding extra. But it's releasing way better than it used to. it's just really hard. I do a lot of horse galloping right now with that. It sounds off beat. And I'm not able to do it as fast by adding in, hey, great to see you, Nizam. Thanks for sticking around this long. It's like way longer than what you predicted, man. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out, man. I can't go as fast when I add in like a wrist rotation. I mean, if I just do it as a regular arpeggio, like using the fingers, I guess I don't get it. I'll check out your arpeggios video. Yeah, thank you. I can definitely go faster than that. That's slow. By the end, it's delaying. Welcome everybody to my only scales, where we only practice scales. Welcome to my only scales. One and a two and a one. 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 One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one. One and a two and a one and a two and a one and a 1 and a 2 and a 1. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1. definitely dragging quite a bit by the end, but that's okay. We are making progress. We are making progress, I think. I just wanted to feel, where are we if I use a tap tempo? Da, 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 da. All right. I think that's it for today. Thank you again so much, Ariel, for the feedback. It is truly a gift. I really appreciate it. We're making progress. I promise. I know. I can tell we're making progress, but it's partly because I've been, like, for the longest time I've always practiced like the whole thing, many notes, and recently, like very recently, over the last month, I've gotten the advice to start zoning in and just go like microscopic, like a surgeon looking at just 3 notes. And I'm like, whoa, that's new to me. It's a totally new method of practice that is working for me. So Ariel, I want to challenge you, man. I want to challenge you to try practicing only 3 notes. How fast can you do just 3 notes with 2 fingers? With 2 fingers, how, like, only 3 notes. Like on the and a 2, and a 2, and a 2. Because I bet if you can do 200 BPM, yeah, you should be able to do faster. I bet you can do 230 plus. I bet you can set a new record. If you can do 200 BPM, like with the full scale, then you should be able to do just 3 notes faster than whatever you're doing a full scale at, right? Like, so that is the lesson Chris was trying to give to me. I was like, hey, I can do 88. I get it's kind of sloppy sometimes, but I can do 88. And he's like, I bet you can do 100 with just 3 notes. And he's right. Like, that is helping me push and start to feel practicing at an even faster speed. So I want to see you practice just 3 notes. I bet you can go even faster than 230. I bet you can. All right, dude, this was awesome. Thank you again so much. Thanks everyone for watching. And now's a perfect time to give a little demo. Go get my app. Oh, my phone is dead. Damn it. Well, my app is called Mujo. It is a practice journal integrated into a metronome. It is as simple to use as a regular, traditional digital metronome. Unfortunately, right now, it only beeps. It doesn't clack, it doesn't thud, and it definitely does not groove. It doesn't have a groove. It doesn't have backing tracks, but it could. There's no reason that it doesn't, other than that it just takes a lot of work. It just takes a lot of time. And it's modeled after this beeping traditional metronome I always used. I love it. It's a Korg. It's a good metronome. But imagine that this thing had your practice journal in it, and it had your time tracking in it. It showed your graphs, and it could show you that your tempo is getting faster over time. Like, if I could turn on scales on this, and I could scroll and see, oh, I was playing scales at 80 BPM in January, and today I'm playing scales at 88. I am making progress. Like, if this could be your lab notebook for developing technique and learning music and building the habit for practicing an instrument, like how many minutes per day am I practicing on average? All you have to do is just hit one extra button. Imagine that there's just one extra button that you would hit on a regular digital metronome, and then you can know all sorts of statistics and data around your practice. I think that Mujo is pretty damn cool right now as it is, but I think it could get so much better. And Ariel, you're not the only one. The first version of Mujo was like a snare, like one sound of like a snare drum. And somebody was like, no, I want it to beep. I was like, fine, okay, I'll make it beep. And I switched it to a beep, and I tried to match the beep of this metronome instead. And then other people want a clack, and some people want this or that. Someday I will, maybe someday I'll build the feature to where you can pick your own sound, you can upload your own wave file, maybe even. But for now, it only beeps, unfortunately. But the cool thing is just that it will be the easiest way to see to save your tempo. Like I track tons of stuff. I mean, this is everything that's unarchived, but if I open my archive, I track tons of stuff. I track lots and lots and lots of stuff. And everything that I'm practicing, like let's say, if I look at chaconne, here's like a bunch of little like practice items that I had for the chaconne. Chaconne measures 65 to 76, measures 133 to 208. I can see that the last time I was practicing these scales, measures 65 to 76, I was practicing at 48. So the metronome will save the tempo that you were last working at, which is on its own just such a useful thing. But then you can also go back in time and you can see the notes that you wrote down for yourself. Like today I was practicing the Bach 999 prelude, and when I practiced, it was automatically gathering data about the fact that I was practicing at 80 BPM. Yesterday I wrote down that I was doing three notes in a boom chick. So it's your paper practice journal all built into an app. And every time that you use the timer, it saves data and it creates a little practice journal for you. It's a time tracker metronome practice journal thing. It's pretty damn useful. It could be a better metronome, but the main reason that I use it is that it's a practice journal. So anyways, thanks everyone for watching. Pleasure to hang out, play for you all. If anyone wants to follow my daily practice logs on Instagram, I'm on Instagram, instagram.com/jcpractices, I think. And I upload my daily practice log there. So, all right. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care. This was a fun practice session today. Bye. Bye everyone. Bye.